Hey guys, welcome back. Last time we did a bunch of story stuff, I believe. I think we did a couple companion quests, and then we pretty much just went on story. We found a secret of Iravantes that we can blackmail him with, I guess, or something with it. Um, and other stuff I don't remember. I just remember that we're at Pitax right now. We finally made it in. So we can do a couple of quests. One of them is a companion quest, which we don't have the right companion for. I just realized now. And then we can kind of continue with the story. Yeah, that was a pretty bad recap. Sorry, guys. I don't really remember. Comfort slows you down and makes you an easy target for enemy attacks. Wait, did my AC go down if I'm carrying too much? Oh, maybe like personal weight? Like Lindsay's like overweight kind of thing? -3 armor check, 3 yeah, it does! Stealth and speed. So if we take this off... Yeah, we lose 2 AC when we're wearing 5 AC. Oh. Huh. Oh, I guess it's a good thing Lindsay isn't really attacked all that often. What do we need to do here? We gotta do... Challenge of Vante story. Aravante. We gotta confront this dude, which is also a story. And then we need to bring Octavia with us. Maybe we're gonna do some story stuff, and then maybe come back later on. I hope you and Aravante can settle your dispute without bloodshed? I like how you're hoping with a question.
Anything else?
I'm just gonna steal stuff while you're right there. Stefano, I feel like we need to talk to you, yeah.
I'll go ahead.
Let's explore around first. Oh, why is there a barricade? Today is a historic day. Oh!
Well...
Nope, I don't want to do that. Don't even think about starting any riots. Yeah, I mean, oh, different goods. The Lyre and the Sword, an anthology of heroic Pitaxian poetry. Dedication. When we speak of the fine arts of Pitax, we must always keep in mind our great ruler, King Aravante, our patron and philanthropist. Poetry means Aravante, and Aravante means poetry. And so it will always be as long as at least one poet still composes stanzas within these blessed lands. The poet's heart is like a fluttering goldfinch in the tender arms of a girl, and within Pitax, the heart of every bard reacts to Aravante's name with the same fluttering. Oh my god. Each rhyme of this anthology was born under the shadow of the wings of our wise king's fatherly love. Each love is imbued with bloodshed on the battlefield beneath the victorious royal banner. Each symbol burns with the heat of the defeated enemies of Pitax. My fucking god, can you kiss any farther up his butt? We create poetry, and our king helps us to capture that elusive imagery. We fight, and our king covers us with an invisible shield. We set out in search of new lands, and our king waters the parched lips of the tired travelers with life-giving moisture. Wherever we are, whatever we do, our ruler is always with us. He soars above us like an invisible guardian angel, and with indescribable pride, we dedicate this collection of poems, The Lyre and the Sword, to the great patron of the arts, King Aravante. May his heavenly azure soul flourish along with his unfading mind and his invulnerable body. Good God. The Legend of the Pathfinder by Aaron Roveri. I think we've read this. Yeah, pretty sure we have. That sounds familiar. Alright, let's look around first before we start talking.
I've spotted something.
And one gold piece.
Anything else?
The Path of Splendid Glory. Author Ivan Gord of Golden Quill, Professor of the Academy of the Grand Arts of Pitax. And what country, what city had the honor of being the birthplace of our magnificent king, the unparalleled Castruccio Aravante? This question is more difficult than it seems, and we have read this. Why is there so many copies? Okay. Kind of not that surprised there was a trap.
Applause, please.
Again, very surprised that 6 people that are like specializing in perception miss it though. Will We Stole These Lands really become a part of Pitax? Can you imagine what possibilities that would open? Today is a historic day. Look, it's the king of We Stole These Lands.
Applause, please.
I get the feeling it's going to be a hard day today.
I failed. I'm sorry.
Rolled a 17. 45 DC? Holy crap-tacular, Batman. Did I not pick everything up?
It's just not my lucky day.
I could have sworn we picked everything up from there. 35 or 37 DC. Jeez. So, we reached the climax of your tale at last. Admitting his failure, the brave but at last inept ruler delivers his crown into the hands of his wise old friend. Wise old friend? We met once and for the first time like a week ago. At least that's how they were right about it in the chronicles. And we both know that's the only thing that matters. You aren't the first, and you won't be the last, to lose all you possess to my master. But I must admit, you were a worthy adversary. Let me tell you something. Looks like it. Eravante has played me. There's nothing shameful about admitting defeat. On the contrary, it shows true wisdom. If you knew what I know, you wouldn't stay loyal for Eravante for long. Let me tell you something. Don't waste your breath. I already know everything that you know. And besides, and more besides, you can't convince me to join you with flattery or threats, or any shocking scandal. I have to go. Go now. My king is waiting. Waste no more time talking to me. His Highness Eravante is waiting. Kind of weird that it blacks out. Good day, Your Highness. For the moment, at least. I didn't expect to show your face here. Will you allow me to give you a piece of advice? Who are you? Irezi Khaleesi, captain of the Pitaxian Guard. I am the one responsible for keeping trouble off the streets, including struggles for power. What advice do you want to give me? There are two possibilities. Either you've come to surrender to Eravante, hoping for his mercy, or you're here to start a bloodbath in the streets, thinking that my guard won't stop you. My advice is the same in either case. Run. Kenora watches the elf with interest. I like him, though I'd like him even more if he were dead. Perhaps what I have to say will make you change your mind. Perhaps, but I wouldn't count on that. That is a high diplomacy. All the members of the old families kidnapped by Eravante are dead. Their bones lie at the bottom of the underground pond at White Rose Abbey. This is very bad, but you better keep it to yourself. If the old families find out, there could be real trouble, and that's the last thing I need in this city. Listen, I have nothing against you personally, but if you're walking straight into trouble, leave while you can, or I'll have to arrest you for disturbing the peace. Keep away from me, or I'll have to arrest you. I have to go. That's right, Your Highness, you do. In fact, you've had to go for a while now. Oh, we should have tried it, but... we need like a 19 or higher. There you are, Your Highness. Eravante is expecting you to bend the knee, but I suspect you have other plans. Tell me about yourself. I am the head of the Lazana family and the Iron Fox Trade House. We ruled Pitax not long ago, before that scoundrel Eravante seized the crown, and most of our property. Now the old family is held by a sliver of their former influence, but we still live on, quietly hoping for revenge. What caused you to lose influence? It's a dark and sordid story, and I'd swear I'd give my life to learn the full truth of it. Pitax was founded by 4 families and ruled by the 4 trade houses for centuries. We quarreled from time to time, of course, and property didn't always change hands peacefully. But none of us would dream of impinging on another family's lawful rights. I kind of call BS on that. And then Eravante appeared. We underestimated him, thought him no more than another adventurer like the thousands of others in the region. He handled matters quickly and chaotically, with assets running through his fingers faster than chips at a card table. His wealth grew rapidly, but he still wasn't a big fish. For a while, at least. He invited representatives from all trade houses to play cards. No one really knows exactly what happened, but by morning he owned most of their assets, including the crown. They suspected a rigged game and sent representatives from the families to discuss the matter with him. And then a wave of disappearance rolled across the city. My brothers, the former kings of Pitax, disappeared, along with many other honorable people. And Eravante made it clear that the lives of his hostages would depend upon our obedience. He was king, and our wealth and power lay in ruins. Assuming I oppose Eravante, will the old family support me? You can count on help from the Lazana family. But regarding the other trade houses, I've tried to unite them many times, but the stubborn fools would sooner die alone than triumph united. I have no idea what might bring them into line. But I'm going to tell you we'll persuade the other trade houses to join the rebellion. I'm all ears. Okay, so we got to pick the right one for people. Because I'm assuming I can only pick one for each. That's kind of annoying. That's usually how I work. If I have a bunch of options, I usually pick the one that's like, okay, if I can only pick one, this is the one I'm going to go with. But I didn't do that with the Captain Guard for some reason. I have to go. Or a whole town of Lobars and use them to crush his enemies. I don't think he's going to care about that. Red monsters? Possibly. And then the diplomacy. I'm going to try the monsters, just because the diplomacy I think is going to be a bit of a stretch. But if this doesn't work, I think I'm going to save skill. I have proof that Aravante was intentionally bred monsters. Monsters. Bred them. This is how far it's gone. His Highness breeds men-eating monsters in his own kingdom. I suppose he expects that this time it won't end as it usually does. They won't devour the entire city, and him with it. Well, I admit you're right. Aravante has crossed the line. This is worse than just flirting with the Thieves Guild. It's a direct threat to the very existence of Pitax. If you fight Aravante, the city guard will be on your side. But you didn't hear this from me. Now go, before someone hears us. Okay, the city guard will help us in battle. All the members of the old families kidnapped by Aravante are dead. Their bones lie at the bottom of the underground pond by White Rose Abbey. By the gods. This is unheard of. I will immediately dispatch my people to the Abbey and the other families. If this is true, then Aravante will face blood vengeance from all the families. I have to go. Keep your eyes open. The forces of all the old families are at your side. We are ready to march on your command. That was very easy to form a rebellion. All the old families of Pitax will join our cause. The port. Best wares in all the River Kingdoms. Don't ask me where I get them. Just ask me how much. Okay. Really? That's just spiel for selling books? Well, we already heard that. Who are you? Ah, here you are. Came to do away with the scoundrel, right? I gather what's left of the River Razors. We are few, but every one of us dreams of getting Aravante. We will commence on your signal. You chose to spare the bandits Ilora's life. You met at camp of invaders who attacked your lands under Iravante's orders. Wait, what? Met at the camp of invaders who attacked your lands. I don't remember this guy. Thank you, Iolar. I will need every sword. In this battle, everything is at stake. I know, I know. Heads will roll today, and with Hanspor's blessing, they won't get out. They won't be ours. Pirates. I'm leaving. Keep your eyes open. So long. I don't remember this guy.
I'll go ahead.
Oh, so many traps.
It's just not my lucky day.
Let's reflex saves. 44. Oh, we just missed it.
The path is clear.
Dawnflower, grant me strength.
Seriously, Tristan, you're not going to make your saves here?
Healing fire. I need your breath.
I mean, we're right next to water. There you go. 1 health left.
I've spotted something.
What did you spot? Gripping the handle of his dagger, the gnome sizes you up with his dim, shifty eyes. You! You! What are you doing here? You can't be seen together. Don't come any closer, or I'll slit your throat! Have we met? Who are you? We haven't, and we shouldn't. I'm a plain, honest trader. What do you want from me? Listen to me. What can you say to me? I don't believe a single word you say. No. Don't think he cares about that. I mean, that's the only other one I can think of. Or he has 16 or higher. Listen carefully. I'm going to go to the place and get Iravanti. To the palace and get Iravanti. What I do with you after that depends on whose side you fight on. Yeah, I didn't think so. 13, we were pretty close. The gnome grins. No way. No way! No one can scare Karn Verniel. They're frightened of me, but I'm not afraid. I'm scared of no one. No one! Get out! We have nothing to discuss. Stay away from me. We can't be seen together. Remember, we don't know each other. I'm leaving, I'm leaving. Good, and don't come back. I'm kind of glad about that, because I do not want him around. First Mate Weller. A dark-haired, middle-aged man with a sailor's gant, trimmed beard, and a grumpy face is blocking your way. Sir, my name is Weller, and it is an honor to serve as first mate aboard the pirate ship called the Prestigious. I'd like to ask you for a favor. Help me save my merry crew of sea dogs from drowning in the bottom of their bottles. Can I count on your help? Without you, my crew will drown in drunkenness and decadence. What's he babbling about? I thought pirates were tough fighters. You know, feisty guys on ships. These are just drunks and rattlebrains. A pirate names himself such from the start. Then he has the audacity to ask for help? Life in the River Kingdoms is insane. They really need a change. What's your problem? Weller grimly points at the drunken pirates. There. Our crew has placed an order. A wizard named Blakemore agreed to create a grimoire for us. A book, but more of a masterpiece of art. We're supposed to meet him at this tavern in several days ago, but he hasn't shown up. Worse, we have no idea where we should look for him. Blakemore is an extraordinary man full of amazing stories, but he's jealous of his solitude. In truth, if the whole crew stays here drinking, waiting for him for days upon days, and if it goes on like that, why, we'll lose our image as honest pirates. What respected client would want to hire us then? It's long past time for us to set sail. But Captain Martin will hear nothing of it. We won't leave without the book. I need your help. I have to overthrow the captain and take command. But I am not the most popular man in the crew. If Martin is like an amusing and irresponsible father for the sailors, I'm the strict mother ready to pull out her rolling pin to use. I need someone who can persuade the sailors to take my side. There aren't many who support me now, just those who want to fill our sails with southern winds. It's true, we live in an age of decline and decadence. I'd wager you're curious what you'll stand to gain. I'll answer you. Robbing raids are a thing of the past for this shipping crew. We'll dedicate ourselves to trading elite pieces of art. This is a highly profitable business, and we're just as true for anyone drawing taxes from our vessel. If you help me, then after I become captain, I'll pursue this business under your banner. But this will only work if I'm captain. I can't speak for Martin. He's always preferred robbery over honest trade. Aren't you worried that I might reveal your plans to the captain? No, I'm not. For many years, I've kept this crew afloat. Both our ship and our business. If I don't overthrow the captain, in a few weeks there won't be any crew left. Answer me this about Blakemore and the Grimoire. I'm ready to tell you whatever you wish. If it helps you to help us. I was kind of on board up to that point. Tell me about the Grimoire. Weller spits grimly. Not much to be told. It's a book. It's big and beautiful, covered with calligraphy. Knowing Blakemore, I'd bet it's full of magical surprises. But its main value lies in the perfection of the visual aesthetics. Weller smirks. I sound like an artist, don't I? As you can see, throughout the years I've become well versed in matters of art. I've practically grown to love it. Who's this Blakemore? I've heard many accounts, but I don't believe any of them. Let's just say Blakemore is a living phenomenon. If you listen to him for 5 minutes, you will hear the most impossible stories any dreamer's mind could ever produce. But at the same time, he's an extraordinarily gifted wizard and skilled artist. I can attest to that personally, I'm pleased to say. I have no more questions. I hope this information will be enough for you to help us. I've got a question about your line of work. What exactly would you like to know? Tell me about your ship, the Prestigious. You won't find a more glorious pirate ship anywhere. We're not some pathetic bandits who attack fishermen and cargo ships full of cabbages. The Prestigious chases only art. Pieces of art, I mean. I was never a big admirer of art, but when I learned how much the nobles are willing to pay for it, their aesthetics and beauty just overwhelmed me. Usually we've been selling most of our loot to the King Iravante. Speaking of which, Blakemore's grimoire was commissioned by Iravante too. How did you become a pirate? It's a long story. I was once a yeoman in Rostland, but then House Rogavera, when all those things happened with House Rogavera, I raised anchor and took off in an instant. I could feel upheaval coming, just like I could feel the wind shift northwest at midnight. Back in Deadbridge, I met Captain Martin, who was recruiting a new crew. The crew soon grew to believe that it was my responsibility to arrange things, to manage everything. The captain is good at strategic planning, but he's not so skilled in questions of discipline. Either prestigious, I listened to the captain and the crew listens to me. But it only works so long as I don't contradict Martin. Let's leave that for now. We have more important things to discuss. Whatever you say, I'm always at your service. We'll talk later. I'm counting on you. Fair winds. I was not expecting that. Bluntmund. A grim man with long brown hair and an unpleasant face is drinking in the corner alone. He doesn't seem to be pleased with your attention. What do you want, mister? Who are you? And who are you? I'm a pirate. A sailor in the prestigious. Just a sailor. Sailor Bluntmund, if it pleases you. Satisfied? What do you think of your stay ashore? Haha! We should never have relied on Blakemore's punctuality. He's a special person, that one. But never expect him to know what time it is. As for me, I don't care so long as there's enough beer. You talk about Blakemore with such confidence. Do you know him well? Bluntman winces, realizing that he said more than he intended. By the Kraken! Okay, just stop yelling. Please, lower your voice, mister. I'll tell you, but it's just between the two of us, okay? I was Blakemore's apprentice after I replaced his former servant, a deaf-mute kobold. I used to visit him. He even gave me the key to his hideout. But now some of them, mostly first mate Weller, are angry at Blackmore. They find out that I'm friends with him, they'll pay him a visit and take that stupid book. And Blakemore? He very much dislikes intrusions. Where does he live? And why should I tell you? Just like I said, Blakemore doesn't like guests. Because my gold is looking for a new owner. 10,000 coins. Bluntman takes the gold with a lazy gesture. That's quite an offer. You rarely meet a stranger who cares so much about your own concerns. In the blink of an eye, the sailor pulls out a map and pokes it with his finger. It's here. Give me the key. This is my key. Why should I give it to you? Oh, curious one. I'm ready to pay. 10,000. In a single movement, Bluntman manages to take your money and leave the key in its place. Though a second ago, his hands were quite empty. And key inscribed with the letter B. Understood. Oh, you're a clever one. Now, can I drink my beer in peace? Why are you sitting here alone? Because I don't need company. That's a hint in case you didn't notice. The sailor sighs heavily. Why is it that when a person drinks alone, everyone wants to join him? Over there's a whole crew of sailors eager to share their tales. Farewell. Ah, yes. I mean, we got a lot of money, but it still ran as 20 or 40 grand. I'll board this bottle. Don't take prisoners. Beware of Callus, the most dangerous pirate of all the seas. A grumpy halfling tavern keeper stares at you gloomily. His voice sounds indifferent as he recites his memorized greeting. Greetings from the best tavern in Pitax. How can I help you? I need supplies for the long road. Welcome. If you got coins in your pocket. How are you doing? Your guests behaving themselves? Has my good sir tragically lost his eyesight? Can't you see what's going on? The pirates will soon tear this tavern apart, board by board, and the guardsmen don't dare come in here. How are things in the city? How can they go? King Aravante rules, painters paint, sailors drink, travelers roam the streets, bards compose their trifles, everyone finding something to do, all trying to avoid doing anything. Can I rest here? You can if you have coin. If you don't, well, I'm not running a charity here. 10 gold. I've changed my mind. Suit yourself. If you change it again, the price will be the same. Don't even try to haggle. We'll talk next time. Tavern keeper mocks regret. Come back again. Good riddance. Well, because we got to come back with Octavian. We might do that sooner than later. First Mate Weller looks at you with a mixture of hope and despair in his eyes. Greetings, Your Highness. Have you had a chance to consider my request? Can I count on your help? Without you, my crew will drown in drunkenness and decadence. Can we not agree to this? Kind of seems like we can agree on it, or agree to it. A tall, confident man stands before you, wearing a fancy hat and a charming smile. Ah, visitors. And whom do I have the pleasure of addressing? My name is Captain Martin. There have been so few new faces in the tavern recently, for some reason. Can I be of any use to you? What are you doing here? We have a rendezvous with the most outstanding artist, but he's rather late. My crew needs a way to blow off some steam, or their bloodthirst will get the better of them. Is there any way you can help me? You see, not so long ago, I commissioned a wizard named Blackmore to create a grimoire. It should be an amazing book, a masterpiece of calligraphy and fine art. Blackmore is a phenomenal genius, and author of some mighty tall tales. Alas, punctuality is not one of his virtues. He's not much good with people at all. Blackmore has lived too long a hermit. In fact, we don't know where he lives. But if you ever cross paths with him, and you can somehow bring back the grimoire to us, my gratitude would be immense. And of course, we'll immediately set off without disturbing the peace of these good citizens. I have a question for you as ship captain and seafarer. The captain adjusts the rapier on his belt with a swaggering gesture. Our ship has visited every single port in the world. I know a few things that will surprise you. I've never heard of you. Who are you? Haven't you heard? Perhaps you're not interested in art. I am the famous Captain Martin, commander of the ship pirate Prestigious. We're masterpiece hunters, art thieves, and welcome guests in the houses of collectors and connoisseurs of beauty. I admit, King Aravante himself hosted me at the palace more than once, and he's always been satisfied with my gifts. Tell me about your crew. Oh, our crew is a team of extraordinary ladies and gentlemen. Callus, that elf who was picking a fight so gracefully when you entered, he's a true master of boarding. Picking a fight when you enter? What? He's a true master of boarding fights. The senior sailor Shagnack is quite funny and witty fellow like no one else. Of course, sometimes this half-orc prevails, and his tricks start posing a danger to others. But everyone has flaws, right? Babarm is a true dwarf and a natural-born ship's treasurer. His budget always squares with the treasury, though one time he strangled a sailor because the treasury couldn't cover his salary. But in the end, his budget was spot on. Over there in the corner, that's Bluntman. I've never met a more gloomy and rude man. They say he was once a crewman on the Ship of the Damned, but I'd wager that's all just a tall tale. And, of course, let's not forget my first mate, Weller. He's my right hand, a man of impeccable quality, or loyalty. And don't tell anyone I told you, but he's a great fan of art. It's a pity he hides his passion, though we all know about it, of course. Barton winks conspiratorially at you. Tell me about your travels. That would be a long story. I can say it without exaggeration. There is no sea in the world we haven't sailed. I've traded with the Kelshites, talked with the sages of Absalom, traded gorgeous carved masks from the Garond Aborigines for rum, fought off Elfrin raiders who came in the middle of the night, howling like wolves. I participated in the regatta organized by the Aspis Consortium, taking honorable second, and only because of the dishonest ploy of my arrival. The Hurricane King himself, Captain Kerdak Bonefist, leader of the Free Captains and ruler of the Shackles, gave me that magnificent rapier as a gesture of respect. I'll listen to your stories later. Oh, you will not regret it. I am a true master of tales. Not a master like Blakemore, but an artist still. I have to go. Well, farewell then. You can always find me again in this drunken sandbar. Of course, until the east wind spirits us away. Ha ha! Alright, let's see what happens if we do this. Where's that tavern keeper? You'll get... Oh, never mind. Ah, it's you! What purpose is your visit? Would you like to see the world as a crew member aboard our humble vessel? Can I be of any use to you? Head over command to Willow before the crew hangs you. Martin smiles incomprehensibly, and you hear Weller's footsteps behind. Sir, let's do this without bloodshed. Give up your command. You'll be the death of the crew. Weller, is this a mutiny? You're kidding me. My crew would never betray me. I'm the best captain in all the seas. Right, crew? Uh, 14 or higher. I think it's Weller who does the real captain's work here. You just pretend to be the leader and take all the credit for it. Yeah. Close-ish. The pirates cast glances at you, gripping their weapons. Weller looks at you with a tragic expression. Martin's voice is tense, and his hospitality has disappeared. What was that? Would you like to explain yourself before blood is shed? You'll find out when I take that stupid hat off your head. Captain Martin draws his weapon with a spectacular flourish. Let's fight, gentlemen! Yeah, okay, hang on. Let's at least get the book first, because maybe we can give it to the other guy. Also, Tristan's a little hurt, so...
I'll go ahead.
To the academy.
The path is clear.
I thought you'd never ask.
Tread lightly.
Oh, there's that dude.
Let us be careful.
Oh my. Provocative. Why is she surrounded by satyrs? She's not a... No, she's not. So, you've come to give your crown to Aravante after all. Don't worry, your highness. Don't worry, his highness will take good care of your lands. Lindsay steps forward with a triumphant smile on her face. Headmaster Gitarin, have you read the book? You know, the book? About the Academy, Pitax, Aravante, and so on? An amusing little work, wouldn't you say? I am a lawful subject of His Highness Aravante. You think I would read a book that was forbidden by his personal order? As far as I know, this book consists of dirty slander and groundless insults against our respected citizens, and a direct incitement to riot against our lawful king. I wouldn't touch it even if it weren't forbidden. But anyway, you have no time to discuss books, even such popular ones. You came to see His Highness, did you not? Well then, go and speak with him. Perhaps you'll have time to discuss literature after you finish your business with him. Huh, we'll talk. Don't you worry. We have something to say to him. Who are you? Attila Gitarin, head of the Pitax Academy of Grand Arts. His Highness has given me, and dozens like me, a chance to do what we love. Aravante is a dirtbag and you know it. Aren't you disgusted to work with him? I would lie if I told you I've never had to compromise my conscience. But the good he does for the city and my students is incomparably greater than the harm. Aravante is no role model, but he has created the Academy, and in merely doing that, he's atoned for a great many of his wrongdoings. And I, as head of the Academy, have a chance to further diminish the evil he does. Requires lawful? Am I not lawful anymore? If you knew what I know about Aravante's business, you wouldn't be serving him. Really? And what do you know? She might care about this. Aravante brought a whole army of bards to Littletown and used them to crush his army, his enemies. So that's where all my best students are. Oh, right. This means he's created the Academy not for the love of the arts, but to train a new branch of the military? What an outrage! What you've told me is troubling, but it's between me, His Highness, and my own conscience. You won't persuade me to betray my patron. The conversation is over. Overthrow Aravante. Please leave. I have nothing to discuss with you. Goodbye. Farewell! Anamid Bellavera, the most celebrated of all Pitaxian bards, approaches you with a sweet smile. Just listen to her. How loyal she is to her protector. How much she and her students owe to him. It's disgusting to hear that this spineless creature crawling to her master. You seem to really hate Aravante. Why is that? For the same reason he's hated by every Pitaxian girl or boy unlucky enough to catch that stinking pig's eye. He doesn't take no for an answer. The whole city is his personal Harlem. When he failed to seduce me, he tried to buy me. And when he failed to buy me, he tried taking me by force. When he failed at that too, he tried to put a spell on me using a strange artifact. Praise Callistra, the magic didn't work. But I swear by the goddess that I wouldn't give to have my revenge. For myself and countless others less fortunate. What artifact? I don't know. It's like a piece of driftwood, or perhaps a wooden sword. I really don't want to talk about it. Forgive me. But in a nutshell, the pig invited me to another romantic dinner, snuck up behind me from behind, poked me in the back with his stick. Are you still talking about the wooden artifact? I don't know what he expected, but it didn't work. I immediately realized he was trying to put a spell on me, and I was consumed with such rage I've never felt in my whole life. I'm ashamed to recall the scene I made. I screamed, flipped over the table, splashed him with wine. Haha, you know what? I'm not ashamed at all. The look of his unshaven snout dripping with wine. It's my only pleasant memory of the whole evening. What do you want from me? I have a business proposal for you. I have influence in Pitax. If I rouse the students of the Academy to rebel against Aravante, no one will listen to that old hag Attila. It's a few hundred healthy boys and girls, many of whom wield magic. Trust me, you'd prefer them fighting for you, not against you. And in return, I ask that you keep the Academy open after you win the crown, and make me its new headmaster. Deal? Kenora watches the bard with undisguised hostility. I wonder what price you will ask when you sell your loyalty to the next one that claims the crown. Don't make any deals with her, me. The scaffold is one of the proper stages. The scaffold is the proper stage for bards and poets. Until now, you served Aravante loyally, working against me, just like Attila. Why should I trust you now? There's no such thing as loyalty. I should know. After all, it was us bards who invented it. It's a fairy tale that rulers tell naive fools to make them work for free and die for someone else's interest, all with happy smiles on their face. The deal I'm proposing puts me out on a limb, not you. I rarely make such an offer. To do a job in advance without any guarantee on your part, aside from your word, of course. It's a terrible risk, but I'm ready to take it for a chance at revenge. You, on the other hand, risk nothing. Aha! If your subjects aren't loyal, that simply means you failed to train them properly. Nothing more, nothing less. Valerie chuckles. Loyalty is made up by the bards, you say. I suppose those with the gift of weaving words often think themselves the master of hearts. But if they knew the true dangers of battle and the true price of loyalty and camaraderie, they would not sing of their power so confidently. Deal. Help me rouse the bards to rebel against Aravante, and I'll make you the Academy's new headmaster. You won't regret it. We shall meet you in the front of the palace. Now I must speak with the students. The bards from the Academy will fight on our side. And she just disappeared. Hey, buddy.
The path is clear.
Gone is the confidence and well-groomed playwright who approached you at the Rushlight tournament. Emar Deschamps, who sent you to defeat the river pirates, is pale and wan, as though he had not slept for days. He shakily runs a hand through his hair as you approach. It's a terrible mistake. I owe you an apology, and an explanation. He holds up a hand as if to request patience or to ward off a blow. Walsh Selvaroy, the magistrate, knows that I have a way with words. Wouldn't think that now that I'm stumbling over myself. He may be cruel, but he's devious. I think he wanted to test my loyalty and eliminate rivals at the same time, so he recruited me as a spy. It seemed natural. What with my husband in the guards, I couldn't just refuse. That would make me look like I was a threat to the state. The king was already putting the squeeze on the city guard hard enough, so that would threaten my Talawin too. Now I've concocted a story to get you to attack someone on the pretense of piracy, knowing that it wasn't true. Emar withers with shame. He nervously looks around. You need to get out of here before there's more trouble. I'm going to do what I can to make this right, though faster than you can say. Sorry about that, guys. Drinking some water and went down the wrong way. Who are you? Emor Deschamps, shouts an approaching woman, her voice silencing all the other conversations for 100 feet. It is Rinshala Viscari, who had overseen the convoy you attacked, and she proudly wears light blue clothing embroidered with the heroine insignia of the Riversong Trade House. Oh, her! You have the gall to show your face in Pitax after your slander and treachery? Who do I have to blame for this heinous attack on my shipments, my family, and my crew members? Several of her personal guards array themselves behind her, watching grimly. At the same time, onlookers begin gathering to see what's happening. It is this miserable actor. And who lines your pockets, I wonder? Who would stand to profit from my family's misfortune by hiring assassins? The playwright Imor Deschamps tricked you into attacking some peaceful merchants from the Vizari house. Regardless, you managed to talk to the leader, Rashala, and explain the situation to her. Oh, what's happening here? Walsh Silroy. Stand aside! Make way for the King's Magistrate! The Honorable Walsh Silroy makes his way to the conversation with a squad of Pitax guards in tow. Sergeant Telwyn Halamarn, keep the peace as I handle these miscreants. A guard from Pitax that you met at the Rushlight tournament was arguing with the playwright Imor Deschamps. Oh, it's his husband, boyfriend, something. He tugs irritably on his sash before looking at you. As for you, it is convenient that you have spared us the trouble of arresting you for sentencing. How dare you show your face in Pitax after launching an unprovoked attack on the Riversong Trade House, lifeblood of our city and pride of our kingdom. You have slain our people and threatened the prosperity of every citizen gathered here. It was not his fault, declares Imar and steps forward. I accept responsibility for it. The magistrate interrupts. Listen! Now this villain has begun poisoning the minds of our people, using doubt and venom to make us see ourselves as fiends when the mastermind stands before us. He points accusingly at you. Yes, proud citizens of Pitax. From this foreign miscreant stems all of these ills. Wow, you love putting on a show. Sergeant Telwyn seems baffled by what's happening. He looks for guidance from Imar. The latter looks back with sad resolve. But we are a civilized and high-minded people, declares Walsh Celeroy. Let us hear from the accused. Smugly, he turns to you and awaits your response. We may not be wholly to blame, but Imar is not entirely guilty. Others' lives hang in the balance. It is only right that we accept the blame to shield those who would otherwise suffer. Big words from a guy who's got 1 health. The traitorous poet would be escorted to the gallows, with a loop on his noose for every lie. That's the star of the show I'm glad to watch from the front row. If I'm found guilty, what happens? You are the head of a foreign state, that the magistrate admits with disdain. Although putting you under arrest is not within my humble power, you shall be revealed as a treacherous murderer and scoundrel throughout the River Kingdoms. So I get away with it. Nobody else is guilty here. I accept full responsibility for what has happened. The crowd shouts with accusations and displeasure as you admit guilt. The magistrate smiles cruelly and motions for everyone to be quiet. People of Pitax, remember that we are a kingdom of law. We shall record this foreign leader's crimes for all to remember, and it shall be justice enough for everyone to remember and spread word of me's heinous crimes. You call this justice, Walsh? Fine, I will comply. Nasha looks you in the eye. I hope we'll never see each other again. For your own sake. That was a lot of different ways that could have gone. Imar seems unable to find the right words to say. I was at fault. I was ready to accept the blame. But you never blamed me for anything. I don't understand. But I'm grateful. You could have abandoned me to suffer my wrongdoings, yet you shielded me. I won't forget this. Sergeant Talwyn approaches and puts a comforting hand on his husband's shoulder. I don't understand all of what just happened, he admits. He gives Amor a scolding look before adding, but I'm sure my husband will be happy to explain it to me later. I can tell that he was in trouble, and you stepped in to protect him where I might not have been able to. I appreciate that so much. I want you to know that we, the guards, are outraged with King Uravante and his ever crueler policies. I think Walsh may have wanted to provoke me. Into revolt, to use it against the guard. Anyway, please take this. Before I donned the uniform of the Pitax, I wore this as a sellsword. Chainmail. Alright. I think we just, like, double got the loyalty of the guards. I think that was another way to get the loyalty of the guards if we couldn't convince the guard captain. The whole story about the pirates turned out to be one big trick. Of course, we emerged from the whole thorny situation with dignity, but from now on we should keep an eye out and not be taken in by such simple tricks. Okay. What are we gonna do with Octavia's thing? Ferroni. I don't think we've come across that.
I'll go
name.
ahead.
Alright, let's leave and get Octavia. And possibly the Grimoire. Probably the Grimoire first. Patient Pirates of Pitax. I think that's it. Yeah. Oh, that might be the thing that's over here. Oh, the door!
Let's head out.
I forgot about the door.
Confide in me.
Open the door with Bluntmun's key. The door quietly swings open. This is a little bit of a size. A pile of crumpled pages covered with impeccable but unrecognizable calligraphic writing. Yeah, we're just gonna walk by you. A rusty metal thing.
Applause, please.
The Binding of the Prince. 3 times per day, the wearer may throw this amulet at an enemy. If the target fails a DC 24 reflex saving throw, it becomes ensnared by the chain. An ensnared creature takes a -4 penalty to dexterity, -2 penalty to both AC and attack, and takes 1d6 plus 5 bludgeoning damage each round. Additionally, each time the wearer takes damage, the chain inflicts half as much damage on the ensnared enemy. Cool. Robe of False Death. Wearer of this robe gains immunity to critical hits, but suffers a -6 penalty to Constitution. Yeesh. Talwyn's Armor. Enchantment +4. This +4 chainmail grants its wearer protection from critical hits and sneak attacks. Whenever such an attack would be scored on the wearer with only 50% with a 50% chance, it is negated, and the attack deals only normal damage. That's normal +4. This is a +4 with other stuff. Ring of Law. This ring grants its wearer a +4 deflection bonus to AC and immunity to confusion and fear. Only lawful characters can equip it.
I shall keep it for someone else.
I don't think I'm lawful anymore. Neutral good. That's a problem. That's a problem. I thought I was picking so many lawful choices. That's a problem. I have to start picking lawful stuff, even if it's evil now. Fuck. I love monks, but I hate them so much, having to, like, pick things. I don't... What did I do to, like, shift so over? Man, I don't know. The last few choices must have, like, really shifted us over. Fuck. Give that to Tristan. I'll give that to you. Yeah.
This doesn't fit me at all.
Oh, it's a necklace. I think we might just sell that then. A weird magical thing, obviously of faraway origin. Pile of crumpled pages covered with impeccable but unrecognizable calligraphic writing. Oh, I guess I could always spend $4,000 or whatever to, like, reset our alignment.
Tread lightly.
I might have to do that. A large and broad man turns to you, trying to smooth his thick, tousled hair. His deep voice could have belonged to a giant. Hey, who are you? Captain Martin sent me. For a moment, the man stares at you blankly, and smiles and heaves a sigh of relief. Oh yes, Captain Martin. By all means, welcome to the dwelling of Blakemore, the wizard. How can I help you here? I was sent here. What are you doing here? This humble dwelling is my workshop. It's where I'm creating my masterpiece, the Majestic Grimoire, a calligraphic work of art. Calligraphic? I can't say that word. The client who ordered it is a good friend, Captain Martin. Oh, he must be getting so impatient by now. I'm so far behind schedule. I just wanted the grimoire to be perfect, you see? I'd like to learn more about you. Where should I start? I am Blakemore, the wizard. I've seen many things and been to many places. from the northern realm of the Mammoth Lords to hot Catapish, and even to more exotic places, such as the First World. Have you ever been to the First World? I got into the First World by chance, but in spite of that, it was easy for me to find a job there. I was soon substitute rector at a rather remarkable academy, which was located on the back of an elephant with 3 eyes and numerous tusks. Actually, the elephant had served as the former rector before he caught a rare elephantine disease. I moved on once he recovered. Seeking a new purpose, I wound up at the Sin Market, where I made a bargain and came away with a fair amount of dangerous curiosity. And on top of that, a sack of tobacco, generously mixed with dirty thoughts, 4 to 1. A horrible mixture to smoke, but my purchase didn't make me happy. Soon after, my curiosity, together with a swarm of my good friends, the squirrels, helped me discover that one of the eldest, the Lantern King, was playing a dirty trick on another elder, Shaika, by assuming her form and visiting her. Chrono Mistress Shaika always carefully avoided meeting herself, and she'd been jumping all over the timeline, like the water strider across the surface of a pond, because the Lantern King was assuming her form to trick her. After I revealed the game, I earned his unwanted attention. It was time I left the First World for good. As a gesture of thanks, Shaika opened a portal for me, but after I stepped in it, I saw that Shaika's appearance had changed, and in her place stood the Lantern King. It was not Glorian on the other side of the portal, but a far more dangerous place. How did you wind up in Catapish? I wound up in Catapish by pure chance. I was planning to sail further, but seasickness had overtaken me. Catapish is an amazing place, but I had little chance to enjoy it. In the heat of an argument, my then sweetheart decided to teach me a lesson, so she drugged me and sold me to a traveling nightmare circus. There I earned my keep as a sword swallower, and the crowd was just crazy about me, and it wasn't such a hard job to learn. Though it made things a bit more complicated that I had to use real combat swords. I traveled with the circus until I got a chance to escape. A well-known captain, the Hurricane King, came to one of our performances. He accused me of being a fake and challenged me to swallow his magnificent rapier, a weapon he cherished more than life itself. As the audience applauded, I performed the trick. It ended with my spectacular disappearance in a cloud of smoke. When the reprobate came to his senses and hurried to find me in his cherished rapier, I had already sold it to an unscrupulous vendor and was heading north to flee his revenge. That's why I tried to stay away from the southern lands. What did you do in the north? While taking part in an expedition, quite contrary to my intentions, I found myself hunted by some barbarians. While trying to escape, I climbed up into the mountains, so high that the barbarians had to abandon the quarry to the mercy of icy winds and avalanches. So I plodded across the highlands until I spotted a little light in the darkness. It turned out to be a tavern where a celebration was underway. The Highlanders weren't too happy to welcome an intruder, but they agreed to give me shelter if I beat them in a challenge. I noticed a sturdy fellow with a simple face wrapped in a cloak, so I picked him to be my rival. The competition, gluttony. The savage snatched my backpack, turned it inside out, and started to cram all my equipment into his mouth. In a short moment, the greedy Highlander had swallowed all my stuff, the backpack too, and gobbled down my axe for dessert. The barbarians were already taking bets for how long I would last out in the cold. Then I tore the mammoth's skull from the wall, broke off its tusks, and rushed for a huge barrel of beer that comprised the entire wall. I kicked out the cork and put the tusk under the rushing beer stream. I filled it up like a drinking horn and started to gulp. My memories of the next hours are hazy. I vaguely remember the Highlanders being extremely angry at me for drinking all their beer. I remember how they started to turn into great beasts, and my rival became a wolf with blazing eyes. He charged me, but I caught him by the ears, shoved the mammoth tusk in his mouth like a bit, and tied my mustache to both ends to form reins. Enraged, the wolf rushed out into the night, with me firmly planted on his back. We ran through the blizzard, and the vile dog whined in anger and humiliation. In the morning, he stopped running and fell, exhausted. I looked around and realized there was not a single snowflake around. In the wild race, we had crossed the borders of Glorian and entered in an amazing place, the ancestor of all other worlds. I took pity on the wolf and let him go. He ran away at once. As for me, many adventures and exploits still lay ahead. Amari listens to this story with suspicion, but in the end she roars with laughter. So that's who drank all the beer in that tavern. Our tribe liked to stay there, but there was that one time they had no beer and a mammoth tusk was broken. But the thing about the werewolf owners, that's a lie. They're not werewolves. I should know. Amari looks back at you hesitantly, as though seeking support. How did you meet Captain Martin? The prestigious gave us transport after one encounter. One time I woke up in the middle of the night and went to look for the head, I think they called it. So I went down into the village and suddenly came face to face with elven banshees, screaming ghosts. 11 banshees. They were preparing to devour my soul when I stopped them and offered to indulge them with conversation prior to the bloodbath. You won't believe it, but they proved to be most pleasant characters to converse with. Once all of them were elven, not 11, elven virgins, captured and enslaved by an evil slave-trading necromancer. The necromancer eventually perished, but the tormented souls of his tortured captives were bound to his ship's figurehead. Later, the prestigious took this figurehead as a trophy. I felt pity for the banshees and decided to help them. I called upon one of the numerous sailors' deities of death, and amid the storm he brought, I performed a sad song, written by myself, hoping to touch his dead heart. And it's worth noting that none of the snoring pirates even woke up. The weeping deities set the banshees free, and they all turned into glowing, ghostly maids. To this day, they sing in a world-famous choir, taking the guise of simple mortals. Why do you stay here? Are you hiding from someone? Only from numerous fans. My enemies are terrified of me, even the mighty devils. Once, thanks to a certain vile entity, I ended up in hell. Took the wrong portal. Long story short, I found myself in hell, and it was open season on my head. The devil Sirokit was chasing me, and all I had to fight her off was a sack of low-quality tobacco, the flute of 100 sea winds, and a deaf-mute kobold servant, and the sulfur which laid in abundance all around. But that's more than enough to trick some clueless devils. When Sirokit came for me, I used my gloomiest voice to recite a spell in a language I had only just invented. On my signal, the kobold ignited the tobacco, and the whole sack of it, the clouds of stinky smoke filled the air. I pretended to go into a fit. That was the second sign, and the kobold started to play his flute. Have you ever heard a deaf-mute kobold play the flute? The winds have truly gone wild. The final hurricane is descending, the end of times, and the squirrels, my loyal friends, the squirrels started screeching in different voices from their hiding places behind the rocks. The overall effect was terrifying, I must admit. As for me, I spun a bit of magic to make the clouds of smoke look like the Devil Lord. With a booming voice, the illusionary figure praised me for my efforts and gave me another task, to create a grimoire which would act as a gateway for devils into my world. Then the wind subsided and the smoke cleared out. After that, Sirokit didn't dare to lay a finger on me, fearing my master's revenge. Devils are extremely stupid, after all. But there are more important things to discuss. A note of resentment rings in Blackmore's voice. Yes, very well. I'm in need of a wise advisor. Would you like to work for me? Ha! I've been an advisor once already, and I don't want to do it again. I once served one of the Mirror Folk Kings. My service went on quite successfully until I got into an affair with a princess, the king's daughter. Though her virtue was guarded day and night, and anyone who dared approach stood under threat of execution, my feelings overtook me, and we managed to run away together. But on the third day, they caught up with us, the whole merryfolk army. My death was imminent, but of course I had a brilliant solution in hand. After the merryfolk soldiers captured us, I entertained myself with card tricks. The merryfolk were mesmerized by my talents and demanded that I teach them. So I suggested a wager. We'd play cards. If I lost, I had to teach them my card tricks before they executed me. So for the next 3 days, I couldn't lose. I won all their money, armor, weapons, their dolphin mounts, their funny bone things they like to put on their ears, and even the flute of the 100 sea winds, which used to belong to their general. After 3 days, I'd become quite rich. when the general ordered his fighters to execute me with their bare hands. But at just that moment, my princess had arrived. All this time, she'd been looking for a way for us to escape, and she finally found something. It was a pirate ship. We climbed aboard. I blew the flute of the 100 winds, and our sails nearly burst, taking us away. Unfortunately, things didn't work out between me and the princess. She turned out to be quite unpleasant company. She discovered some new talents, and now she's a successful circus fortune teller. Okay. Perhaps it's time to finish the grimoire? Blakemore stares at the scattered pages with ill-conceived yearning. The book is almost finished. It's a phenomenal piece of work. All it needs is a couple of alterations. Everything must be perfect. Blackmore's voice trembles. But if you can come back in a week, the book should be ready by then. I have almost no doubt about it. Ooh. It's high Arcana. Why is your Arcana like 10 times higher, or 10 higher? Maybe I can help you finish the book. The light of hope flashes in Blackmore's eyes. An excellent idea. Let's try it. Holy crap, that was a lot of XP.
Why don't we set up camp?
After many hours, you and Blackmore stare at your creation. The grimoire. Finished. Perfect. Of course there's a fight. So, you finally completed your work, Blackmore. Unfortunately, you never had a chance to collect the reward from your master. The grimoire that will open this world's gates to devils. It must belong to me. Give me the book, and perhaps I'll spare your life. That's not great. Did you leave the door unlocked? No! I've spent too much time writing it. Get out, Siroket. Help me, my furious squirrels.
To victory!
The verdict is in. You're doomed. Can't read it. Ow! 9 to hit? Oh, he actually has squirrels helping. Okay.
Healing.
Can we, like, do something here? The verdict is out. You're doomed. Bow your head and humbly await your execution. Okay, before we do that, I need a 2-minute break to get some more water. I will be right back, guys. I'm back. Thanks for waiting, guys. These guys are hitting hard. How is he doing so much damage to a swarm? Okay.
Let us strike as one.
Did that not? I don't think that reached people. That's annoying.
A solid.
Oh, I should have charged because I can do that now.
Taste my fury.
Probably immune to fire. That was 86 damage too.
Tear them apart!
Serves you right.
Why does he still have the laughing thing if he's attacking?
Do not falter.
Forwards! My skills exceed yours.
That's unfortunate.
Aim carefully.
They go down!
How did she change weapons and get to attack 3 times? Changing weapons takes up your movement. She should only have been able to attack once.
You deserved it.
Onwards! Stay behind me!
Attack! You are outmatched.
This is going to hurt.
Any last wishes?
180. Of course you go for me. Fucking game. Guy is one level higher than us. And manages to do an insane amount of damage. Of course, of course. I gotta do all this stuff again. Alright, save it. Now let's finish it.
I'm hungry. When we stop?
And we can't skip through this. Come on.
Blood for Gorum!
Ba er riti.
My skills exceed yours. You are outmatched.
Oh, so close. That's so weird. Why does it show that it reaches these guys, but it didn't do anything to them?
Tear them apart!
Let us strike as one.
Serves you right.
Of course.
A solid plan.
They go down!
Do not falter.
You deserved it.
Okay, he must have disappeared, because that was only 9 damage. He had a lot more than 9 damage, or 9 health left.
Forwards!
Of course you hit me! With a crit, too! Why not? That was good healing.
Onwards!
Any last wishes?
Running won't help you!
Why? Oh, okay. Not expected that. Probably immune. Course. Oh, damn.
This is where I step in.
Bring it!
Of course. 2 damage, you bastard. $173 damage. Go fuck yourself. This is unreal.
Stay behind me! Ah!
Serves you right.
He's 24. Super.
Tear them apart! Hooray!
Why does Kaliki get to go again and I don't? It's gonna show up over here now. Why is the dragon guy not doing anything?
Protect me, please.
Jeez.
Let us strike as one.
You deserved it.
They go down!
Of course, another natural one.
Do not falter.
Any last wishes?
Yeah, I am going to assume you're going to show up somewhere over here. Okay. Was not expecting you to show up right now. Jesus, this is a hell of a fight. $105 and you go 30. 75. Why is Blackmore doing nothing?
Repent!
You have high spell resistance. Fireball's gonna do nothing. Really all we got for extra things.
This is where I step in. Son of a bitch. It was a crit too!
Oh, that's so annoying. 13 or higher? Damn. Screw it. All the things.
Aim carefully.
She's stunned. That was like the big one to hit. That was a good one.
Onwards! Ah!
14 with the crit. Did she disappear? Oh, okay. I thought she disappeared again.
Serves you right. I'm writing you out of our story.
Really? Stunned, so she gets no dexterity bonus,
You deserved it.
which is big. We still managed to miss.
Bring it!
There we go. I was gonna be mad if she teleported again.
Tear them apart!
You bastard.
No contest.
Go to Valerie.
Stay behind me!
Oh.
Any last wishes?
Really? She's so close to dying.
They go down!
Overkill. Touche.
Attack!
Let us strike as one!
This is where I step in.
Nope. Not enough damage. 6 to hit? Something about that seems a little swirly. Overkill. Son of a bitch.
A solid plan.
I'm believing Lindsay can take her out.
Do not falter. Ha!
Hungry. When we stop.
Shit. Alright, let's save it. That was pretty hard.
Resting would be nice, don't you think?
Observe the others. Learn from their mistakes before they learn from yours.
Ooh, all kinds of magic. Gotta have something good on you. Meh. +3, that's not bad. Medium armor. Not quite enough. Flaming +1. I think that's what Lindsay's using. Oh, Giant Bane, right. Gotta get you a light crossbow at some point. Alright, dude, since you did nothing in the fight,
Path is clear.
are you gonna be nice and give us the grimoire?
Do tell.
I feel like we should probably destroy it.
I feel tired.
That was unexpected, but we managed. That was Siroket, by the way. The same devil I met in hell. Did you see that face? Haha, that was one tough lady. Thank you for your help, and please, give this grimoire to Captain Martin. Get the grimoire from one remarkable hermit mage. It's such a relief to finally start working on something new. I think this time it will be a tract on the philosophy of ogres, with autobiographical remarks.
Tread lightly.
This way to get out. Oh, and we missed stuff. Yoink. Okay, let's go to the capital, sell stuff, grab Octavia, do her quest, go back to the capital, and then keep doing story, I think.
Why don't we set up camp?
I think this was the closest one. 21 hours. 22 hours. Save a whole hour.
We should gather our strength.
Teleport.
I'm hungry. When we stop.
Eventually. Not right now. Oh yeah, and I guess since we're here, we might as well check. Anything happened with the kingdom? It's been a couple days. I don't think anything really happened. Alright. Capital Punishment. That is an amazing name for a great axe. I love it. +5. Axiochromatic Keen Great Axe. I don't know what that means. Is infused with lawful power. Makes a law aligned. Oh, and then damage reduction and deals extra damage. Okay, maybe we'll hold on to that and maybe look at Amari. I'm gonna hold on to this. Do I want to use that right away? I gotta look at that alignment reset thing. This locket makes all level 0 arcane spells cast by the wearer become empowered, extended, reach, and maximized. Holy crap. Alright, we'll hold on to that for Octavia. Gotta sell that. Don't want to. Oh, Blackmore's Grimoire. Charges 1. Difficulty class 15, caster level 1. The spell summons a Movanic Deva. It appears where you designate and acts according to your yada yada yada. Interesting. £2. We're gonna hold on to that. Ah, freaking auto scrolling. Vito and Ember. We got a few things to sell. We're holding on to that for now, because that I think is our proof. Oh, I don't know if we need the proof anymore. Pretty much got the rebellion figured out. Same thing with that. Don't think we need it, but just in case. $57,000, not bad. I don't think we need more diamonds. I want to have more, but I don't think I need them. Oh yeah, hang on. We're back in town. Spend some time together. Now we go.
The path is clear.
We still got stuff. Oh, these are her poems that we apparently tossed on the ground. Don't remember doing that. Storyteller. Relics. Okay, yeah. Before I forget again. Tavia. Mari. Slashing, that's going to be you. You do not as much damage. Okay, well, we will sell that then. Okay, what do we got? More dinosaur bones. You. And that's it. Alright, let's see what the kingdom's up to right now, and then
We
move
should
on.
gather our strength.
Sorry about that, guys. Itchy ears. Cobblestone Druids. Opportunity. A group of city-dwelling druids who call themselves Cobblestone Druids are offering to help the king. They wish to take care of the beggars' quarters, which has slowly turned into a nest of crime and disease. Opportunity. Opportunity. Can't do anything with that. Can't do anything with that. And we're circling back. Let's see, what do we got? 35% chance? No. 40%? No. Everyone's busy? Whoa. Alright. And then, oh, we circle back. Alright, so nothing really new with the kingdom.
We should gather up.
I'll go ahead.
Alright, we are leaving on an adventure. And we're gonna leave Lindsay behind. I have no idea where her mom is. I don't remember finding her when we were looking around.
I'm hungry. When we stop?
Dire marshes.
I feel tired.
Oh, I was gonna look at the
Need to catch my breath.
alignment reset thing. Crap. We'll do that when we drop Octavia off. Okay, what was her mom's name? Marchioness della Ferrani. Currently lives in Pitax. The port, I guess? I think that she might be marked on the map.
May we have a moment of respite?
We should prepare.
Let's use you. Oh, you're tired, so you're not fast. Boo earns. What did we leave behind here? Right, Lindsay failed that.
Let's head out. The path is clear.
Don't think she was in the tavern.
Let us bide our
Yeah,
time.
let's not talk to the pirates yet.
tread lightly.
Let me show you a trick. I need a sword, 4 candles, an apple, and a monkey. Hey, Babarm, bring in the monkey. Where's that cavern keeper? He'll get, oh, never mind. Brothers, where's Bluntman? We've lost Bluntman. Guards got him. Prepare to breach the prison. Oh, there he is. I'll board this bottle. I don't take prisoners. Beware of Callus, the most dangerous pirate of all the seas. Don't see her in here. Could be in the court or the center. God, you guys are slow. Oh, Lonely Mansion. I don't think we went there. That might not have been available because we didn't have Octavia on us.
I'm hungry. When we stop.
I need to catch my
We are
breath.
so gonna find locked stuff to need to pick, and Lindsay's not gonna be with. No, Octavia does trickery, doesn't she? Yeah. Okay, that's not an issue. Please follow me. I wish to see the Marchioness. Okay, apparently we are just moving on. I want to go through this door. Let's maybe save it.
Let us be careful.
Why don't we set up camp?
What is it? I wasn't expecting guests. A woman comes out of the back rooms in a dress that was once expensive, but is now moth-eaten and heavily mended. Her posture and gait give away a noble upbringing. She seems to be in her 40s, though some pain or suffering must have worn her beyond her years, leaving wrinkles across her face, gray in her hair. I am Marchioness Clardara della Forone. Welcome to my manor. I'm afraid I have nothing to offer you, nor do I have the honor of knowing you. To what do I owe the pleasure? Hello, Mother. Octavia? God. My Octavia, is that really you? It's been so many years. The Marchioness steps forward and hugs her daughter, tears in her eyes, but she stops when she sees Octavia's stony gaze. Your Octavia? Your? My last memory of you was selling me to the slave traders. And how dare you call me yours? Yeah, that might be a little sensitive. Cruel words, but fair. Octavia, my child, let me tell you what happened. Afterward, you may decide on your own what to do, even if it means you never wish to see me again. All I need to be happy is to know that you are safe and sound. I'm listening. Who was Octavia's father? A pathetic wretch, and nothing more. A visiting elf swept a silly young girl off her feet, then vanished as soon as he learned she was expecting. I care not to even say his name. All right, fine. How did Octavia become a slave? My father, may his soul rest in peace, was a very stern man. Some would say cruel. When he found out I was expecting the child of some adventurer, he expelled me from the house and kept me off from any inheritance. I scrapped by on my own for 3 years, sewing, teaching, and the like. But then father discovered he was dying, and the Della Faroni line would end. So he told me he would leave the full inheritance to me if I would only get rid of my disgrace. Get rid of you. Not a good start. And so you did. Traded me for an inheritance. I see. No, it wasn't like that at all. I had a plan. To deceive him, you know? I made arrangements with a man from the Technic League. He was supposed to take you to Numera, keep you there until my father died, and then bring you back. I was trying to do what I thought was best for you. Do you understand? I wanted you to grow up in your own manner, in luxury rather than poverty. But once father was gone, the man from the Technic League said he didn't remember any such arrangements. Always get it in writing. Never ever sell your child into slavery without some kind of written contract. He said he bought you and already sold you, and had no idea where you were anymore. As far as I can tell, not one person in this family possesses the ability to think through the consequences of their actions. Why didn't you buy her back? I had no idea where she was. Octavia, believe me, I continued to look for you all these years. I spent all the inheritance hiring sleuths and investigators to scour Numera and the River Kingdoms for you, but you were nowhere to be found. The Marchioness wipes tears from her eyes. I knew you were still alive. I could feel it, and I never stopped searching. I just wanted to see you again, just once, to at least beg for your forgiveness. What do you say, Octavia? What is there to say? Mother, you're such a fool! Octavia sobs. You think we wouldn't have done fine without a title? I'd have grown up, learned some craft. We'd have been poor, probably, but at least we would have been together. Not gonna lie, thought she was gonna run up and slap her. The Marchioness and Octavia hold each other tight. Will you stay? At least for a little while? There's so much to talk about. Isn't it dangerous for you here, though, with just a couple of servants? There's a lot of disquiet in Pitax right now, and trouble all around. Yeah, I mean, we're only stirring up a rebellion. You know, maybe lock your doors. Magical beasts, barbarians. I live in We Stole These Lands right now. Have you heard of it? It's recently established. Maybe you can move there. I'll be able to tell you what I've been doing all this time, and show you all that I've achieved. We stole these lands? As you say, my child. I'll begin packing immediately. Octavia hugs her mother again. I'll be waiting for you. I'll give the order to pack up and call for a carriage immediately. See you soon, Mother. This isn't over. Now Octavia knows the truth about her past. She has a lot to think about on the way back to the capital. Once Octavia is ready to talk about what happened, she'll wait for the king in the same spot as before, in the palace garden near the viewing point. Really? Oh.
Done and done.
I feel like there's more to this than meets the eye.
I did as you asked.
Oh, we didn't get XP for it at least? Alright, well, back to the capital. Let's drop her off.
I did as you asked.
Why did we get locked in the room? With a 38 DC lock? How were we going to get out if we didn't have someone that knew how to pick locks? I mean, we could have leveled up Octavia completely differently. Alright. I think I'm more mad about the lack of XP. Speaking of XP, we did get a few good XP bonuses. Yeah, we're getting there.
Why don't we set up camp?
Back. Okay, and I'm gonna have to buy a scroll to reset our alignment. Just in case I can't fix it before we level up. Or I'm unable to fix it. Shrike.
I feel tired.
Who has that? I think it's the person with the diamonds? Ooh, it's getting warm in here. What's the temperature? 25 degrees. Maybe another 20 minutes. I'll take a break and open up some windows.
The path is clear.
I think we have a couple things left to sell. maybe one thing. Yeah, okay.
Let's head out.
And we're back into the capital. Spend some time together, and that's it. At least let me get the sentence out first, woman. Okay, I think you have. I don't even know what it's called. Oh, there's no search. It's like reset or something. No, I can't. Damn. I was hoping I could at least kind of use the arrow keys to move up. Keep doing that to kind of inspiring recovery. Nope, that's a lot of scrolls though. Mass healing? Ooh. That's kind of tempting to have some scrolls of. Yeah, I mean, we've got money. Like another 11. Get a dozen of those. Maybe a dozen of these too. And Atonement, maybe? Returns your alignment to the state it was at first level. 82 grand. Yeah, alright. Alright.
The path is clear.
Actually, let's talk to Octavia first. Octavia stands beneath a tree, looking once again at the fibula with Della Fornani's coat of arms. Well then, no more mysteries. I know who I am now. Octavia gently pins the fibula to her clothes. Hereditary Marchioness delle Ferrone. Beautiful words for someone called, "Hey you," all her childhood, aren't they? Now, Your Highness, please address me solely as Your Excellency from now on. Octavia is trying to maintain a solemn expression, but less than a few seconds pass before she breaks into laughter. Kidding! I'm kidding, of course. In all seriousness, I'm just happy to know my mother didn't betray me. This was all just a mistake. A terrible, idiotic mistake, but still fixable. Now I have a family, apart from our own insane team, of course. You, Reg, Lindsay. I wouldn't leave you for the world. I kind of want to pick this for the lawful points. The Marchioness is lucky to have a daughter like you. Truth be told, she didn't deserve your forgiveness. Maybe she didn't. So what? Unlike justice, mercy is meant for those who don't deserve it. If all I ever thought about was serving justice, I would never have let Janish go to save those poor souls. Would that have been better? Well, Your Highness, what's next? You have an entirety of the Grand Della Fortani family as your loyal vassals. Whatever you have planned, I'm with you to the end. Damn, that's a lot of XP again. Still neutral, good. I think I'm like 5 points into neutral. We're getting close to leveling, though. Yeah, I think we're like right on the edge. Yeah. Sure, why not? We're here. Check on the kingdom again. Definitely think I'm going to have to pick like a fighter or something in Wrath of the Righteous. Something so that I don't have to worry about alignment.
I'll go ahead.
Alright, nothing new. Alright, so we'll rest at the tavern there. Leaving on an adventure. Oh yeah, we got an amulet. Della Fernoni crest. This amulet gives a wearer a +6 enchantment bonus to charisma and intelligence. A +5 resistance bonus to all saving throws. Damn. I don't... What slot does it take up? Can't be equipped by this character. It's a necklace. Of course it is. Only she can wear it. Okay, let's do that. And then Reg can cast spells. I think that's about it. Let's give it to Reg. Right, it's gotta be lawful. Can't use that yet. Alright. Leaving on an adventure. Okay, we'll deal with the pirates, and then I guess we'll talk to Aravante.
May we have a moment of respite?
You're fine. Of course, now we can't get into a random counter because Lindsay
Hungry.
can't.
When we stop.
Won't be able to leave.
Resting would be nice, don't you think?
It was the port. What was Lindsay's thing? Whoa, there's a dragon here. Silver dragons are friendly, aren't they? We have to talk to... What? Oh, that's the wrong one. Bard's calling. Oh, we gotta overthrow him. Okay. Alright, let's go here. Lindsay can't move, period. Okay, good. Alright, well, let's get some rest first then, I guess. Pay for the room. Saving game is impossible. Oh, great. Can we just give you the book? I have the grimoire. Usually grumpy, the face of the first mate lights up with a smile. Thank the gods! Now give that damn book to the captain, we can leave this rat hole. There won't even have to be a mutiny. By the merfolk's gods, you saved me and my entire crew. No.
Let us be careful.
It's you again. What's the purpose of your visit? Would you like to see the world as a crew member aboard our humble vessel? That seems mean. Hand over command to Waller before the crew hangs you. Okay, we need a 19 or higher. 14 or higher. And 14 or higher. Yeah, I think we're going to get into a fight. That one. Okay, we succeeded this time. We rolled a 20. Damn. Alright. The pirate smiles ravenously. Your words have piqued their interest. That's a lot of XP. You think to turn my own crew against me? You will fail in that. Ahoy, sea wolves! Didn't I always look after you? Didn't I always make sure we get glorious booty? Ooh. That's the better one. What kind of booty are you talking about? Compared to the free captains and the Andorran Corsairs, you look like a real beggar. Corsairs. Rolled a 9. The pirates begin to murmur, looking angrily at the captain. Martin puts his hand on his weapon. You'll stop making plans on my ship, me. Stop this mutiny. Crewmen, arrest Waller! Yeah, alright. You spit upon your crew in the pirate code when you call that ship of yours. When you call that ship yours. She belongs to the crew. Am I right? Rolled an 8. Martin freezes, not knowing what to say. Silence falls for a moment, and then one of the pirates hisses an incomprehensible sailor swear through his teeth. Martin looks at the seamen around him, bewildered. The first mate makes a sign, and the captain, apparently now former captain, is carted away. First mate, now Captain Waller, shakes your hand emotionally. You saved the prestigious. Now we can finally set sail like normal pirates. Hold on, I remember what I promised. We'll put an end to our careers as sea dogs and become an honest merchant vessel. The prestigious will sail henceforth under your banner. It's 5 economy, relations, and espionage. Nice. Worth it. And I guess we just get to keep the Grimoire. Which is probably good, because it seems to open up a portal to hell. Don't think I really want to be giving that away. Give it to Lindsay. Give it to you. Yeah, we are really close. Okay. To Eravante, I think. Should double check. Oh yeah, we gotta do the throne thing. Oh, it still cracks me up. Story, DLC, story, eventually, no idea, eventually. Ooh, not too far away. Eventually, do that later, I think. And then still got to figure out the other puzzle pieces on that.
The path is
All
clear.
right. Do the main square. You guys are not very fast. Why is...
Tread lightly.
Alright, that was weird. Alright, save it. I'm going to take a 3-minute break, guys. I'm going to grab some water, go to the bathroom, and open up some windows. It is getting warm. I will be back in 3 minutes. I am back. Thanks for waiting, guys.
Let's head out.
Well, hello, King. I'm glad to see that despite your utter failure as a ruler, you did listen to the voice of reason and made the only right decision. Give me your crown and swear allegiance to me. I promise I shall rule your lands wisely and mercifully.
Probably should have pre-buffed. Can we actually give it up? I might have to look at some playthroughs. I'm really curious what happens if we do that. No. No, Aravante. I didn't come to give you my crown. I came to take yours.
Citizens of free Pitax, our city is in danger. The enemy is at the gate. To arms! For our freedom! For your king!
Didn't we come here under Parley? Guess I shouldn't be surprised that he would ignore the rules of Parley. Your Highness, I won't let them near you. Students of the Academy, it's time for us to protect our benefactor. For King Aravante. I think that's stiff on. I stab thee with my own heart. bitch. Listen to me, students. Today we'll be rid of that old buzzard. For King Me! City Guard! Normally politics is none of our business, unless the king is destroying the city. Arrest Eravante. Old families, founders of Pitax, today is the day of our reckoning. Destroy Eravante. For King Me! Riverblades, there he is. Go get Eravante. For King Me! I'm surprised. I thought they were actually going to side with him. May Callista bless the king. Temple Guard, to battle! For His Highness, Eravante! Thieves Guild, if King Me wins, we'll all be hanged. Bring me his head. I was just going to run you guys out, but
Enemy near.
now I'm going to set you up. Who is Temple Guard? What? Concealment. Oh yeah, I guess I can see him being blurred. Oh, this is just gonna be a complete mess to like walk through. Level 9? 14? Oh, these guys aren't very tough.
Bring it! Look at me, Gorham!
17 to hit. You got a lot of singing. Oh, excuse me. We can cast like 6, 7. I'm sure there's gonna be a couple fights to get to Eravante, but I think we can do with this. Yeah, haste. This would be just an absolute cluster to play in like real time. Yeah,
Forwards!
he's by himself. Let's do it. Ooh, Kenora. You guys want to see getting hanged? Yeah. Don't have to worry about getting hanged. Sense vitals. Instant enemy. Did she like die or does she like stand up at the end of the fight? Udamari.
Onwards!
That's unfortunate. Yeah. Ooh, damn. Yeah, definitely wish I had a rogue in my party.
Tear them apart!
Damn. Okay, I guess we don't need to sing much anymore. Go for this guy.
Right.
Son of a... Oh my god, really? Yeah. Guy is hard to hit.
Aim carefully.
Well, apparently the guy with blur isn't, though.
Taste my fury.
Oh! Okay, was not expecting reinforcements. Nice. Ow! Why are you going for Lindsay of all people? You have so many other people to be worried about.
I should
Seriously?
withdraw for a time.
Stay behind me!
Ooh, you're not gonna hit.
They go down!
You deserved it.
Now this one. Not who I need you to attack. This guy's annoyingly positioned because I can't charge in and attack the archer.
Attack!
Should have maybe tried stunning him. Big money, no whammy, no whammy. Stop! Not bad. I think Lindsay's screwed, though.
terrible.
Okay.
Last chapter.
Took him out. Lindsay didn't die. I'm pretty good with that.
Let us strike as one! Ha!
Damn. 46 damage. 2 to hit?
I require healing.
What the fuck? Plus 29 attack bonus. 11 from strength. That is in freaking sane.
A solid plan.
Still need a 20 to hit him.
Do not falter!
Okay. Not expect that.
Bring it!
Okay, she did stand back up. That's not
What
easy
troubles
seeing.
you?
The battle is won. Pitax belongs to us. Defeated, ousted, but still breathing, Iravante is hiding somewhere in the palace. Time to take his crown, and perhaps his head as well. Oop. Okay, that was Masterworks, that's fine. There's a lot of loot.
I'm listening.
Okay, we probably got some
The road
potions
awaits.
that we could probably drink. That's 3. That's 1. That's 2. Alright, yeah, let's drink some potions, because we got a lot of these. And it's a good thing we've got a lot of these. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna stand here and take about 10 shots of healing. Okay, I don't think we missed anything. How big is the palace now? Could be big, could be small. Of course.
Anything else?
This massive statue of King Aravate appears to be made of pure gold and inlaid with gems. Closer examination reveals that it's made of bronze and decorated with an illusion spell. I mean, I know that's supposed to seem vain, but it actually kind of seems practical to me.
I'll go ahead.
Look, it's King Me. What a coincidence. You know how much Aravante promised for his head? Can we handle him? It doesn't look like he will go down easy. Not on my side, then? Don't be a coward. We'll manage. Hey, you! In the name of King Aravante, surrender! Not on my side.
Let's make this quick.
Oh. Really not on my side. Level 9s. You know what? That's the bar's level. What's that level? 15. Oh, so close. So 7. 17. 24. It's not bad, and it's a will save. These are will 4. Yeah, okay. These guys can stay back.
Forwards!
See, now it makes sense that you go for Lindsay. course, he rolls a 20. We needed a or no. Okay, never mind. I misread that.
Tear them apart!
Crowd control.
Onwards!
Any last wishes?
Oh. Oh no, who are you gonna attack? I hate this game that just chooses who you're gonna attack.
Aim carefully.
Okay, apparently he was really hurt.
This is going to hurt.
They go down!
Oh no. Yeah. Same thing. Who are you gonna attack?
Stay behind me!
This is where I step in.
A 20 to hit. Thank God for a high number on that one.
This spell eludes me.
How can I not charge you? I can't charge any. Okay, that totally makes sense.
Attack!
Burn!
Swing and a miss.
Let us strike as one!
Serves you right.
I like how that bounced off without even a number. These guys are hard to hit.
A solid plan.
Flames take you.
Okay, can't move apparently.
Bring it!
Really?
Do not falter!
You deserved it.
So close. Of course you roll a 20. And he... Oh, because he's blinded.
Forwards!
Did not understand how he missed doing a concealment for a second there. Alright, well, let's go through this door, because probably through here. Oh, this is going to be a bigger area, isn't it?
The path is clear.
Anything is possible.
Yeah, good enough. Troll Royal Guard Berserk. Okay. Yeah, this is going to be a decent size.
Let us be careful. Tread lightly.
Okay. I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to call it here for tonight. It's a little early, unfortunately, but I think I'm going to stream a little short this week because I am playing a game off stream that is a free-to-play kind of grindfest type game. And they're doing like a double XP week that started on Wednesday. Kind of a weird day. So it should end tomorrow. But I think to be safe, I'm going to also be short Wednesday. The idea being I can then do the dailies and get the extra like XP from it. And kind of take advantage of it. Because like I said, it's kind of one of those grindfest type games. And then on the off chance Wednesday they extend it or something. Or if I got like a couple hours on Wednesday and kind of sneak it in, then I can. And then next week will be like back to normal time. But I want to take advantage of that double XP kind of thing. So yeah, I think we'll call it here because this looks like it's going to be a bigger map. I was kind of hoping I'd finish it, but I'm going to want to clear through it for loot and XP and all that kind of stuff because we are very close to another level. So I'm going to definitely search out the map. So it's going to take a while. So we'll do that. I'll save it again just to be safe. We'll do that tomorrow. Sorry guys, I do want to keep playing, but I gotta take advantage of that double XP on the Grindfest, so. Thank you so much for playing with me, guys. I appreciate it, and I will see you next time.